This video is going to address items to keep in mind about the accuracy of answers you get from AI tools like ChatGPT, Copilot, Google's AI Overview, and others. Nothing in this video overrules any policies your professor or department has about AI use. This video doesn't have the scope to get into ethical, privacy, or educational concerns about AI use and will only be talking about its accuracy. How does AI work? Have you ever had your phone or a Word doc make a prediction about what you are going to type next? This autocomplete function operates something like this word tree. It looks at texts you have already typed or documents in its database to predict what the most likely next word is based on the sequences of words it has seen before. AI bots use the same process, but based on an unimaginably huge amount of word sequences and by taking into consideration a much larger string of words than your phone or Word document program. So, my Word document didn't autocomplete president after 16th because it looked at a list of what Abraham Lincoln might have been 16th in, but because president was the word that came after 16th most often in its data. Similarly, at their core, AI bots look at the words in your question, check their data for other terms that were located near your question words, and use that word frequency information to write their response. So as AI isn't basing its response on what those words mean, it shouldn't be surprising that AI answers can have issues with accuracy. AI answers to questions can be incorrect, hallucinated, out of date, biased, inconsistent, and by definition they are based on an unclear source. As an example, I asked an AI bot to tell me the names of Abraham Lincoln's pets. Drawing from the data it had around those keywords, it got several correct, but then misidentified one of his goat's names for his dog's name and left out the cat's entirely. When I asked the bot the follow-up question of where it got the pet name answers from, it gave me a hallucinated response. It provided web addresses that sounded like they would go to web pages with information about Lincoln's pets, but the pages don't exist. AI can also give outdated answers because the documents it draws from may not be up to date. For instance, this answer about birthright citizenship from August 2025 only mentions that there had been past executive orders on the subject, not that there was a current executive order in court right then. AI's responses to prompts can be inconsistent. Answers to your question will change based on how you phrase it, what else you've asked, and other factors. In these examples, I've asked a question that would seem to have a straightforward answer. What was the first feature-length animated film? But the AI's answer changes depending on how the question is phrased. AI is generated from text written by humans, and when it is being trained, humans make changes to its configuration based on how correct they think its responses are. This means that AI's answers are subject to human biases. In this example, I asked an AI bot to give me 2 paragraphs about trends in 19th century art history. I didn't specify what region or kind of art I meant, but it still gave me an answer entirely about Europe and mostly for painting. In this case, the assumption it has made is pretty obvious, but if you're asking AI about something you're not familiar with, it might not be. But maybe you still find it easiest to ask an AI bot, what do you do with its response to avoid these problems? Since the bot is interactive, you can ask it what its source is if it didn't provide it. It may even give you links. Always click on the link the bot gives you. Sometimes the source will confirm what the AI bot has told you. Other times the source will have been misquoted, or the AI might have scraped the site at an earlier date, and it will be very good that you double-checked. Sometimes the source the bot gives you may not exist at all. You can use the sources the bot suggests to conduct the search yourself. Like in this case, it suggested data.census.gov, which I'll go to, and then do the search for the household data for Brooklyn and Queens. If I were looking for journal articles about AI's answers, I could also take the keywords from its response and go to the library's website and use them in a search. Here are the key things to remember. Don't treat AI like it's a wizard or an oracle. It is coming up with an answer based on word sequence analysis and has no real understanding of what it is saying. It is more like that friend of yours that's really eager to answer a question, but who you can tell is only half listening. Just because AI is from a computer doesn't mean it's neutral or objective. Every word it looks at was written by humans, and humans have decided whether it is working properly. So it is still subject to our same oversights and favoritism. Finally, AI should never, ever be your last step when you're doing anything research related. Thank you for watching, and feel free to come to the library if you have any questions. We're here to help.